So guys, before I start the vlog, I just want to share with you guys a Facebook page that me and Zai started called Tambak Overlanders. So this Facebook page basically consolidates all of our content, and we're gonna see some exclusive footage, exclusive pictures, exclusive content from our previous trip. All roads lead to this, and we'll also be updating other future trips and future meetups. So maybe if you guys are interested in meeting us and talking to us over coffee, or even tagging along in our future trips, do get in touch with us on our Facebook page, and it's right on the description below. So do give it a like and share your thoughts on it. As you guys know, due to COVID-19, the country is still currently under lockdown, even though it's phase 2. So I will still continue with doing more motorcycle reviews. If some of you guys would like to collaborate, get your bike featured, talk about your motorcycle, or share your story on my YouTube channel, do get in touch with me, and maybe we can meet up and record a video together. What is up guys? Fahan here. You guys remember Wan, right? We traveled together in Mae Hong Son during the All Roads to this. So how are you, man? It's been a while.
It's good. It's good.
It's good. Okay, so we want to review Wan's bike, which is the FZ16 Fazer. So a little bit of background. So the FZ16 Fazer is the standard motorcycle made by Yamaha since 2008. It's known by other names in other markets such as the FZ16 ST. The model is part of the FZ series of bikes. So it's primarily sold and manufactured in India. It's available in other markets such as Indonesia, China, Colombia, Argentina, and Indonesia is known by a different name as the Yamaha Bison. So its sister model, the FZ16, is the naked version. So huge characteristics of the FZ16 Fazer is the semi-flaring bodywork with twin headlights, resulting in a very appealing design. And its riding position is slightly altered to accommodate long distance riding. So specs wise, engine is a 135cc, air-cooled 4-stroke, SOHC 2-valve with a carburetor fuel system, and a 5-speed manual transmission. Final few modern bike to feature the kickstart on top of an electric starter. So when this bike it first came out in Singapore in I think 2009 or 2010. Yeah, it's quite popular amongst P-plated riders. A lot of P-plate riders actually get this bike as their first bike.
Starter bike.
So is that the reason why you buy this?
No. This one was because of its fuel consumption. Because I heard the review from certain other FZ16 riders that the fuel for the particular bike can last about 350-400 kilometers.
Wow.
So I think that's one of the reasons that appealed me to buy the bike .
I see. So fuel consumption is the
reason why.
Not because of the design, not because of the
none whatsoever.
Okay, and then I want to ask you, since you spoke about fuel consumption, right? Okay, have you tested the bike? Like how far can you go with one tank or with one full tank?
I think during that particular time when I was with Taufik for our trip before we met you guys, I think we went from Gelang Patah all the way up to, I think, after Pago. One stop after Pago, I couldn't remember what the stop was, but we stopped after Pago. So that's roughly about 200 plus kilometers.
200 plus kilometers. Not bad,
Yeah, but I've heard people who actually went to KL with the bike without even refilling
300 plus
That is what I heard. I've not tried, but that's what I heard.
You don't dare to try
I don't dare I rather be safe
Because that time when we were riding, right? Remember or not? You said this bike got some problem.
That point of time, yes. That point of time,
I remember that one time your brake brake dah tak ada.
Aku tak ada brake, tepi aku tak ada brake. Ada brake?
Yeah, true. I think that was one problem because there was a leaking in the fork area, the front fork area that was leaking. So because of the oil that was leaking, it went through my brake pad. So because of that, the brakes didn't makan in a way.
The brakes didn't work Okay.
Brakes didn't work.
So that is one of the issues Have you got it fixed?
Yeah, I actually just got it back from my friend's shop. I actually got it overhaul. I downed the whole entire engine.
So how much is the overhaul? Don't mind me asking.
About 1,001 for everything.
What you change?
The whole engine.
The whole engine you change. Okay, I see a new block here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, I think I all I know is that I downed the whole entire engine because at that point of time I was actually on the way somewhere, and then after it actually broke down a PIE.
PIE broke down.
PIE broke down. At early about 8:30 in the morning. I was about to go somewhere. Actually, was rushing. So broke down, and after that sent to my friend shop. Found out that carburetor was jammed. And then when he opened up the engine, it was gone lah. So he told me, okay, most likely I have to do a top overhaul. But then upon further inspection, realized that the whole entire engine has to be changed.
This bike how many years already actually?
With me, about 2 plus. Its life is about 8 years.
8 years so far lah.
So it has about another 2 more years, 2022.
Wow, 2022. Are you planning to renew it?
Most likely lah. I kind of love the bike, so
Because this bike has been to Thailand, bros. This one has been to Mae Hong Son. It has been to Golden Triangle. Umpang. Don't forget Umpang. That one crazy
all those places lah.
A lot of memories Yeah, we can already see the stickers. It's still here.
But faded.
Faded never mind. Yeah, and you can really see the wear and tear on this bike. I mean, it's your daily driver, right?
Yeah. I travel to and fro work with this bike. Basically every day lah. Most of the time, every day.
So you're the second owner, right?
Actually third.
Third owner.
I bought it from Taufik, our friend.
Yeah,
the one
Taufik.
that we rode with.
Yeah, correct. Later we're going to interview him also.
Yeah. So anyway, he was the second rider. So he bought it from someone, and then after a while, he wanted to sell this bike. So I said to him, okay lah, why not? I just take over lah from him.
So most of the time it's reliable lah.
Very reliable lah.
Very reliable.
Very little to no problem lah. The most you need to change is probably like the engine oil, the spark plugs, and then probably the brakes and
also maintenance schedule, how? Don't mind me asking.
Maintenance schedule for myself, because I work and my particular home is actually quite near. So I think roughly usually I would take about 3 months or so. Every 3 months I would do the normal lah, change oil, filter, plug and all this stuff.
The bike looks stock but then I notice you have a few faults. Is that you or other people?
That's me.
What happened, bro? Apa jadi sah?
Actually, I remember the date. It was 3rd January 2019. Last year, 3rd January 2019. I actually was on the way to work. So I was along BKE towards PIE. And then after that, I came in from Bukit Panjang. And then there was a particular bus on lane 3 lah. So I thought this bike was fast, so I decided to overtake the bus on the left. And then that was ready. By that time, it was ready at the chevron exiting towards dairy farm. So I cut in through the chevron, and then after that, there was a small part of the shoulder that I had to go through. So there was one big lock there. So I saw the rider in front of me actually went over the lock, and then he didn't really fell lah. So I thought I could go over, and then how wrong was I? So actually I went over, I tripped, I fell, I think a few meters away, and then after that I actually got what do you call it?
Fracture.
A fracture on my shoulder. And then my bike actually went on its own, hit one SBS bus.
Alamak. So the bike actually kena a bus lah.
Yeah.
Oh,
he whacked the bus lah. So yeah lah, that was, I think, with this bike, the only accident I've had with this bike is that particular accident on 3rd January 2019. I remember.
You still remember
That's the only one.
Then you have to pay the bus
apparently the bus didn't claim, which is quite good. I got the insurance letter from both parties. They actually informed they didn't claim. They just informed me about this, the process and everything, but there's no claim lah.
But the LCD gone lah.
Yeah, that one
LCD gone lah, because already report already.
Correct. Of course.
What's your best memories with this bike?
Oh, certainly without a doubt,
the trip,
last year's Thailand.
The trip we took
Last year's trip to Thailand.
That's how I met him, by the way. First time I met him, no.
Yeah, actually we used to work together, but then we rarely meet, you see. So he was on a different schedule and I was on a different schedule.
Yeah, correct.
But last year was actually the time where we actually spent days together.
Yeah.
So that was, we can count it the first time lah. So the best memory for the bike, of course, would be Thailand. In just one trip with this bike, I actually conquered southern Thailand, the central Thailand, and then we went up all the way up to northern Thailand. We went through all those courses, the Mae Hong Son, got certified. We went to Umpang, got certified, and then we went to my so-called dream at that point of time was to go to Golden Triangle. There were hiccups along the way, but we still managed to go. And yeah lah, that was, I think, the best memory I've had lah. But actually, by the way, along the way, somewhere near Chaam, the bike actually broke down. I don't know whether if you knew.
But I don't know.
Actually, on the way up to that point of time, we were on the way to Prachup Kiri Khan, I think that's the place. But somewhere below, which is around Chaam, my bike actually broke down just after one PTT petrol station.
Because at that time we split already lah. Because I went to Laos with Zam.
No, that was before we met you.
Oh, before we met us. Oh, okay.
So that we were actually on the way up lah. You were, I think, probably up there somewhere. So actually, my bike broke down. So that was one thing that we thought, well, this is going to be the end of it lah. So apparently, with help of two very young Thai kids, they actually brought us to a bike shop. Found out that apparently when I was topping up fuel from the PTT, which is the petrol station there, my entire tank, 3/4 of it is full of water.
Alamak.
So they had to flush out the whole thing, and then after that, it was a long process. We were stuck there for I think about 2-3 hours. And then we had to do the repair lah. But the main thing was that we managed to continue our journey. I think that was the good thing lah. That could be another memorable thing that we had, I think, for me. But yeah lah, the main achievement, I think the most memorable thing I've had with this bike is of course Golden Triangle and all those other places that we went in Thailand. It was a good memory lah.
Yeah, I agree with you lah. I mean, a vehicle is more than just a bike.
Yeah.
It's full of memories.
Correct. Her name is Fonseca.
Fonseca. Okay, I forget to ask for her name in the beginning. Usually I ask for name in the beginning. I forget. Yeah. So, any more trip in the future with Fonseca?
We actually, I think we were supposed to go this year, but because of this pandemic that we are having, or we are suffering from, or whatever you call it. Okay, my April trip was, I nearly wanted to go April trip with Taufik. It was something I was pondering upon. But if I actually agreed to go, I probably would have brought this bike over. And then future trips will usually be planned by Taufik lah. Taufik, as you know, he's the one that I usually follow. You know, as and when I can, I will follow him. So if he rides his small bike, of course I will bring this girl. You know.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Okay guys, anyway, one has another bike for us to review. So we're gonna end this vlog here, and yes, we will see you in the next one.